Hi, my name is Crystal Spivey, and this is my video submission for professional disposition of learners. The first question, what disposition do you possess that you think will make you a successful teacher? One of the first ones that I think will make me a successful teacher is that I'm compassionate. I try to put myself in that person's shoes when it comes to anything that's happening around. I think about what if it was me in that situation. And you never know what someone is going through. And so I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. The second is high expectations. I do have high expectations of people in my life, of me, myself. I want to do the best that I can do. And so I feel like that will roll over into my classroom. And because it does with my personal 3 children, I do expect a lot out of them. And they rise to the occasion, and they always exceed my expectations also. A third is respect. I respect boundaries and respect that each of these children learn in a different way and come from different homes, and they need love and respect shown back to them, along with teaching them to show respect for other people. And the fourth one is honesty. I feel like honesty is a key thing that we people in general need to have, and we need to put that forth in with our teaching and being honest with our kids in the classroom, but also not to the point that you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, little Johnny, your art sucks." That's not what I'm saying. When it comes to teaching, be like, hey, you did a good job, but we need to work a little bit harder to do better and to improve on whatever you're doing. The second question, what dispositions do you need to work on before entering a classroom as a first-year teacher? I think one of the things that I do need to work on is exploring the kids' curiosity. I noticed during my student teaching and getting my bachelor's that I would get caught up in, we got to get the lesson done. Lesson. We'll do that later. Really focus on the lesson. But I think what I can do to change that is that when I am teaching, whatever they're curious in, trying to tie that into the lesson that I am teaching the children. And the second one for that is also reflection. I think I try to do a lot of reflecting, but I don't think that I take enough time, that I skim the surface, that sometimes I don't really get into the meat because of being so busy. And I need to take time to stop and reflect. I did do that a few times in one of my student teaching, right there on the spot though, because I could see the lesson that I was bringing in a math lesson that I was teaching was not clicking with the kids, that it was just out there and that they could not grasp it. And I changed it to meet where it related to them, how it would relate to them. And that's when I would say most of them, it was the light turned on and they grasped what I was trying to teach. So the third question, how do the dispositions demonstrate your ability to understand other cultures, genders, and experience difference to build stronger relationship with the students and their family. I think being open and honest and upfront with each other, and that's where the curiosity also come in to learn about somebody else's culture. Where I live, we have, once you get to the beach area, you have a lot of different cultures that you can bring into the classroom, and to also expose myself as a teacher to these that I've not seen and been able to be a part of, but also the kids in the classroom. We have a variety of cultures around us because of the businesses that is down in the beach area here. So that opens up to a lot of new things to try, and to bring in the curiosity about different things and learn about their cultures and everything, and also learn to respect their way of life, their traditions, and different things like that. The potential bias that can affect teachers can go both positive and negative. You have your negative where the teacher is like, oh, I've had a little Johnny before and that little Johnny was bad, so that little Johnny's going to be bad, just as an example, that it can cause. But then it can also be one that is positive, because it can cause, I say positive, but it's also a negative, I guess you could say, is that the teacher favors that child. Oh, well, this child comes from this type of home. And dotes on them and be like, oh, okay, well, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you wish to do. And so therefore that would be one of the bad bias that would, well, good and positive bias, depends on which way you look at it, that it can affect everybody in the classroom, because then the children are going to be, might pick on that child because they're like, oh, you're the teacher's pet. So, a bias can really affect the classroom, and then it can cause where the teacher does not connect with some of the students, and therefore those kids won't get the material that they need when teaching, and so they'll just tune her out or whatever. The fourth one is, how do I anticipate to use the feedback from annual performance evaluation, observation, and data on students' performance to adjust your disposition and teaching practice to benefit learning? Well, I anticipate in using the feedback as a positive, to take it back, spend time and reflect and see what I need to do personally to change how I'm teaching, to help the kids, whether it's, how I deliver information to the kids, or how I, whatever it might be. I'm just using that as an example. Little Johnny might not be able to understand how I think and how I'm trying to present it, and that's where it comes to, we have to teach to the kids, and that I need to change. Okay, well, these over here are getting it. I need to tweak my lesson so that little Johnny can get it, because everybody's not going to be the same type of learner. And so that's when, as teachers, we have to change things, to whether it's bringing it in 3 different directions to make sure that everybody gets it. I did place values in one of my student teaching lessons, and I had it done in 4 different forms in hopes to help the kids get it and to grasp the information. I had expanded, I had standard, I had it over here in the money, and so that hopefully the kids could get it and see how it relates to them personally and how it's going to relate to them when they get older. So it's very important to take the reflections and take the advice of the people who are over us, the administration, and to bring it in a different way, to take what they are saying and try to tweak our lessons, to tweak us as people sometimes, to bring the lesson to the kids. And so that's how I plan to use the feedback from the administration, the district, whoever I'm getting it from, so that I can be the best teacher for these kids that I can be, and make sure that they learn what they need to learn. So thank you for your time.